Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hội thoại Cộng đồng Community Talk. And it's our pleasure today to have a VIP in our studio today, Mr. Paul Shoemaker. He's the Associate Director of the Environmental and Occupational Health Division of Boston Health Commission. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So good to be here. I'm hoping we can have a nice conversation about what
we will have
Health
a nice
Commission's
conversation
doing.
because our hot topic of today is the new regulations of nail salons. And as you know, the big Vietnamese population in the area are employed in the nail salon industry. So it's so great to have you here today. Can you please introduce a little bit about yourself, about your organization, and what we do for the community?
Sure. So the Boston Public Health Commission is the health department for the city of Boston. We have programs ranging from the EMS ambulances you see on the street through to homeless services and healthy family programs, to injury prevention, to my little piece of the world, which is environmental and occupational health. And it's my program's job to protect the residents and the workers in Boston from things in the environment that can harm their health, such as chemicals.
I see. Wow, it's a big job covering a lot of different issues. So as I research a little bit about the topic that we're talking today, I know that the regulations for nail salons started in 2011 and it was updated in 2013. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So in 2011, the Board of Health passed regulations governing nail salons here in the city of Boston, which are in addition to the regulations that already exist on the state level. And in 2013, in response to additional concerns that we were hearing about sterilization of tools and chemical exposures, the board held another public comment period and revised the regulations to add in requirements around ventilation in nail salons and sterilization of multi-use tools. And part of the reason we're talking today is because the clock that started ticking in 2013 has a deadline of 2018.
What is the exact deadline? Is it beginning or the end of October 2018?
So the exact deadline is October 18th of 2018. By which time,
approaching.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more in specific? What are the new regulations for ventilation?
Sure. So by October 18 of 2018, all nail salons in the city of Boston will be required to meet the ventilation standards that are in the, I apologize, it's a little complex. These standards are part of the International Mechanical Code of 2009, which is part of the Massachusetts State Building Code. And what it requires is that the salon have dedicated mechanical ventilation that's exhausting air out of the salon to the outside without circulating any of it back into the indoor space. And that part of that ventilation is also what we call source capture, which means that at the individual nail tables and at the pedicure chairs at the foot spas, there's a vent intake right there that's pulling in right from where the work is, so that's capturing any of those fumes that are coming from the nail products that are being used.
I see. So do you have any resources, any help, assistance offering to the nail salon owners so that they can comply with the regulations?
Absolutely. So our first big assistance is that since about 2007, 2008, we've had 2 outreach workers out in the community working with nail salon owners, and my hope is that anyone in Boston who owns a nail salon has seen either Nancy or Tuan at least once or twice in that time, probably many times. So they're there to visit your salon, help you walk through with the requirements of the regulations, connect you with resources to comply with those regulations. And basically their job is to make sure that when the inspectors come around for their annual inspection, everything is perfect. So
spot clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's our outreach staff, and anybody in Boston with a nail salon who's interested in some resources through there, because they have a lot of connections, can call that team. Our number is 617-534-5965, and just ask for the nail salon program, and that'll get you right there. In addition, we've been over 2 rounds of funding now. The Public Health Commission has given out small financial assistance packages to nail salon owners to help them with the cost of construction.
That's great.
You know,
Wow.
it doesn't cover everything, but just
Give
just
a little
this,
assistance, financial assistance for them.
Exactly. So just this year we're proud to say that we've just made awards to 17 nail salons.
I see. I've learned from Stephanie, your outreach coordinator,
Mhm.
the team, that you do have Vietnamese-speaking outreach personnel going to
Yes.
nail salons to help with the regulations. Is that correct?
That is correct. So both Nancy and Antoine are, Vietnamese speaking. They're bilingual, English and Vietnamese, and
So we have no
much-
excuse not to
yeah.
comply.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Thank you.
And if for almost all of our materials as well, we make those available translated in Vietnamese in print, and for anything that's either not in Vietnamese in print, like any materials from the state or a federal level, our staff can help explain those. We don't want language to be a barrier to being able to do things right and safely.
Oh, that's so nice of you to have an outreach team like that. My next question is, if by October 2018 some nail salons cannot update the ventilation system, they cannot comply with the new regulations, are there any fines, any penalties will be coming their way?
Well, it's a difficult topic, but unfortunately, yes. So everybody must be in compliance by October 2018, but that doesn't mean that this team of angry inspectors is going to be at every salon in October 2018. What that does mean, though, is that as we're inspecting salons, those that haven't met the deadline, we want to work with them to get them into compliance, but that, at a certain point, the regulations do include provisions for monetary fines, or in the most extreme cases, temporary shutdowns while work gets done. But our goal in public health is we want to see the health protected. So I want to work with you to make sure your shop is safe rather than issue fines.
Exactly. But compliance to the regulations is always the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because it protects the workers from the chemicals in the salon. It protects the clients, and it protects the environment, and it makes the shop a nice experience for the customers, so that is hopefully also good for business in the long run.
That's true. We've talked a little bit about microblading, about permanent cosmetic makeup. We'd like to share a little bit about that with the audience.
Sure. So that's another thing that falls with my office. So starting this year, it used to be illegal to do permanent cosmetics, microblading, things like that, in any business regulated by the State Board of Cosmetology. But they've changed their regulations recently to allow, and within a very narrow confines, folks to do that. And I know that a lot of salon owners are interested in diversifying what they offer to their clients. In Boston, all of those practices fall under our body art regulations, which cover tattooing and piercing. And so in order to do that legally, both the shop has to get a license from our office, and the practitioner who's doing the work has to be licensed from our office as well. And I'm here today to say that we're here to help walk you through that process, because it can be a little tricky, and again, I'd rather answer lots of questions and help with the paperwork and get everything straight away than to find problems later.
Right. It's always easier to get it right at the beginning, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. And the phone number for your office is 617?
So it's 617-534-5965. And if you want to, I welcome, please do call us. We're happy to talk on the phone. We're happy to make an appointment for you if you want to talk in person, to come down and visit us. We're at 1010 Massachusetts Avenue, which is the same building that Inspectional Services and Parks Department and all those folks are in. So we're pretty easy to find, and we're always happy to work with business owners in Boston to help them protect their workers and the public. And I would not be doing my job if and Stephanie would yell at me when I get back to the office if I didn't also mention that the other side of this is that we have a program in our office called Green and Clean, which recognizes and promotes those small businesses that go the extra step above and beyond the regulations to try to protect the environment, protect their workers with additional, sort of green steps. And our team is happy to help businesses get into that program so that you can be recognized for the good work you're doing.
Wow, excellent. Thank you so much for all the information that you shared with us today. And I know that with the timing of the recording, we can't have all the information available that you need to share with the audience. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we'll have a whole series later on talking about each topic that your office has to deal with.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd be happy to.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming to our studio today.
Thank you for having me.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.